Our ladies and gentlemen present here, we say very good morning to you all, our royal fathers and mothers, our CSOs, security chiefs, representatives of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Dr. Charles Chukwumasoludo. We welcome you. Our women representatives, our mothers, we welcome you all. Our distinguished guests, we welcome you all. All the professionals here and their representatives, we welcome you all. And of course, gentlemen of the press in Anambra State, we welcome you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you all for joining us. My name is Bernard Akede. I'm lead correspondent at News Central Television, and we are here today for our Town Hall series. Now, the News Central Town Hall series is an engagement that News Central Television started about a year ago that we take around the country, and by the grace of God, we have also taken outside the country, where we talk about issues concerning Nigerians like us. Not issues about the government. Our own Town Hall series is issues about the people. And that's why the number of people we have here, the larger number of people we have here are the people and no one else. Because it is about the people. The reason why we are here now is because it is not a secret. Everybody in Nigeria and those outside know that the southeastern part of the country for some time has been tackling insecurity issues. And not just Anambra State, but the entire southeastern region, just like other parts of the country. But we decided to bring it here to Oka, the capital of Anambra State, so that we can have this conversation. We have heard a lot on social media, we've seen a lot on TV, people have spoken, but now we want to create an avenue where the people will speak. Not just somebody telling us what has happened, but people who have been directly or indirectly affected by themselves, telling us what has happened and what they think can be possible solutions to this evil that has ravaged our land. And that is the reason why we are here. But before we go on, of course, we know that we have to give honor to whom honor is due, and we know that the people of Anambra are God-loving people. So we are going to start with an opening prayer. We know that we're talking about security, but as my Bible tells me that unless God secures the land, it is fruitless for the security guard to stand guard. No be so? And it says, unless the Lord builds a house, the builders build in vain. Is that not so? And so that is why we want to invite God to come and take charge, first of all. It is not a religious gathering, but notwithstanding, we invite God to take charge. So to take our opening prayer for us, we would like to call on Dr. Vincent Nwokocha, who is the Chief Protocol Officer of Ikioye Orutugu Cabinet. If he's here, please, we would like to call him. Please, can we put our hands together as he comes forward? And we take the opening prayer. Thank you very much.
All right, good morning, everybody. I want to thank God for the privilege of being here. I'm so honored to be a part of this great assembly, and on behalf of this, His Royal Highness, the Igwe of Norfolk, Ikioye Orutugu, I say very good morning to everyone. I'm here with the Ikioye Orutugu, who is also an ambassador, and he has asked me to do this particular function. I'm going to do it to the glory of God in Jesus' name. Let's rise to our feet. Just like we had the MC say, we are talking about the security of the state, of the southeast region, and of all that concerns you and I. And I want to believe that security is key. He just used a very important scripture. That scripture you quoted is taken from Psalm 127, verse 1. He says, except the Lord builds the house, it is in vain that he builds who builds. And except the Lord watches over the city, it is in vain that he who watches is watching. What that simply means is that no matter what you do, if the Lord is not involved, your labor will be in vain. Am I correct? No matter what you do, if God is not involved, you are just going to be laboring in futility. And I want to believe that in Anambra State, our governor is
Thank you so much. All right. As I mentioned earlier, we are going to have this conversation as quickly as we can, but as detailed as possible. We know that the governor is doing his best. He has put different security architecture to complement what was on ground already. But we want to hear from the people. What have the challenges been? What are the current challenges? And nobody is too big to learn, so we also want to hear from the people. What are some of the suggestions to the solutions that we are looking for concerning security and insecurity in Anambra State? Now, I'll quickly give an introduction of our town hall series again before we go forward. Our town hall series was born out of the needs of the Nigerians, the needs of ordinary Nigerians. No more long talk. But when Nigerians are having issues, when Nigerians are suffering, where Nigerians need the media to come and push forth their agenda, that is where you find New Central TV, and that is why we have our town hall series. We've done several in Lagos, we've done in Kano, we've done in Abuja, we've gone to different states, and to the glory of God, I mentioned earlier that we also went to New York last year and spoke to Nigerians in diaspora about voting in diaspora. And we had government officials join us online to also speak about this matter so that our brothers and sisters outside the country can always contribute to what is going on within the country. Now we are here in Anambra and we are about to kickstart. Now, of course, we cannot continue without knowing exactly what the issues are or what the issues have been in Anambra State concerning security or insecurity. And we are reaching out to one of the top marshals here who is well aware and very much abreast of the issues in the state to come forward and to speak to us as we kickstart today's program. I would like to call on Honorable Barrister Titus N. Akudo, who is the State Marshal General, Anambra State Solution Marshal. I spoke to him earlier, and he is in a position to speak to us and to explain where we are now from where we were before. Can we please put our hands together for him as he comes forward?
Thank you very much. I don't know if you should continue like this. The mic is not sounding very well. I don't know if there will be any adjustment to it. Yes. Huh? Okay. Your Highness, the security chiefs, may I also pay special tribute to the chairman or vice chairman, Anambra State Town Union Council, Barrister Frank Wegu. Ndị nna masị anụ mma the media, I saw Ifi and other people. Distinguished guests, esteemed stakeholders, and fellow Anambrians, you're welcome. I stand before you today as the State Marshal General of Anambra State Solution Marshal. It's a special group with a humongous task to ensure that we assist Mr. Governor of Anambra State to achieve that a more secured, livable, and prosperous megacity we all desire in Anambra State. It's a big privilege to stand before you today to speak to this critical gathering. Today, we converge to discuss the pressing security challenges in our beloved state and to explore implementable, lasting solutions. One fundamental truth is that security should be everyone's responsibility. We all know has faced numerous challenges, including courtesan, communal clashes, armed robbery, kidnappings. These issues, we all know, have impacted our economy, infrastructure, and our overall quality of life in the state. However, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency, Mr. Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, CFR Odenigbo Global Oluwatuegwu, we have witnessed commendable progress. The administration has launched several community engagements, initiatives, implemented security reforms, and foster collaboration that have strengthened our security landscape, particularly through the new Homeland Security Law 2025 and the establishment of Aguna Chamber Security Outfit. We must commend the governor unwavering commitment to secure our communities and improve safely of every Anambarian. To further enhance security in our state, we propose the following: strengthening community policing and intelligence operations. There is need to prepare the vigilante formation in the communities to be very, very formidable. The governor is doing his own best, but the stakeholders, apart from government, also need to help in doing this. Some communities have already started doing that, but more effort needs to be injected in it to make it a more result-oriented project. We also need to empower the youth. Apart from one youth, two skills. We should also engage the private sectors to do more in engaging the youths in a gainful employment. This will also keep them busy and keep them off the street. It will help in curbing the insecurity or the crisis we are witnessing today, because once you are busy, you won't have time to engage in anything or in any criminality. There is also the need to partner seriously with the security agencies in the state. They need to be fortified. They need to be equipped. This is not the issue of they are federal government agencies, therefore the state or the private individuals should keep quiet and leave them to suffer. These are the men that stand day in, day out, fighting to make sure that we live in peace. In conclusion, because I'll give the other people opportunity to speak, I'm just here to give a free will message, but I need to touch on one or two things. Otherwise, in conclusion, it is important that we unite to build a secured and thriving Anambra State. Through collaboration, community engagement, innovative strategies, we can overcome security challenges and reach our full potentials. On that, may I use this opportunity to extend our immense gratitude to the organizers of this event, the News Central, Clean Foundation, the CDEC, and every other stakeholders that join hands in making this a reality. I must thank you all and say that you people should never relent. It's always very important to sensitize our people. Once that issue, the project of sensitization is being carried on, people will also know on how to be committed to their civic responsibilities. And you people are living up to that expectation. I pray to God Almighty to bless you all and continue giving you the resources to continue with this good project. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And just as he was saying, we know that we are standing on the culture of the people. Security is part of the culture of the people of Anambra. And when we talk about culture, we also talk about the language. We would not disregard that. I'd just like to say that for those who are coming forward to speak, if you feel comfortable in speaking Igbo language, please, I would encourage you to do that. We have a gentleman who's my colleague here who's a journalist, Okafor. He would interpret into English for the benefit of those at home who do not understand Igbo language, but of course for the benefit of the people of Anambra whom we are here for. If you want to speak in Igbo language, if you are comfortable doing that, we encourage you to please go ahead and do that. Thank you very much. And again, we want to thank the Marshal General again for his words concerning how security has been or is being handled in the state. Again, I said we are here for the people, so we want to immediately go straight to the people who have been affected by insecurity in the state. We know that Anambra was not like this initially. We know that the southeastern part of the country was not like this initially. We know that Nigeria generally was not like this initially. But different things have been happening, and we're trying to tackle them head on from the grassroots, and that's why we are here. I have a list of persons who have indicated that they would like to give us their own experiences firsthand of how they have been affected, victims of insecurity in Anambra State. And I would like to call them one after the other, if they are here, to come and join us and tell us what exactly has happened. And the reason why we're doing this is because we hear stories on the news. We see stories on social media. Them say, people are saying, but what exactly is the truth? What has happened to us? What happened to our brothers and sisters? We have relatives abroad in the diaspora who are also hearing these things and are afraid to come back home. But we want to encourage them to come home. So we want to hear from our people. What exactly did you experience? What happened to you? What happened to your siblings, to your relatives, to your husbands, to your wives? Please come and speak to us now, live, so the whole world can see you and can hear you. I have Georgina Akunyeba, who's coordinator of Women's Farmers, Anambra State. I don't know if she's here. Please come forward. Come and talk to us.
Good day, all. My name is Akuyeba Georgina, coordinator of Small Scale Women Farmers Organization in Nigeria, Anambra State chapter. So, if you look at what is going on in Nigeria today, you will see that security is the major problem. Because when we are saying about ending hunger in the whole Africa, without security, no farmer will go into the bush and cultivate. Like when we write a report to National, after writing a report, we write challenges. But now, all the states, their challenges, number one is insecurity. Like last time, our national president from Plateau State, they killed her husband in the bush while farming. Edo State coordinator wanted to harvest her okra. You have already harvested about 20 baskets. Going back to harvest another one, the people, Fulani people, they fooled the bush and they ran away. So like now in Anambra State, like in Hiala, no-go area, at times you will want to go to a farm. You will know that somebody is inside the bush. Either they rape you or they kill you. So how can we farm? Ubazuno cannot end hunger. Because when you find, I'm the coordinator, I have been hearing about all the comments of all these farmers across the whole 21 local government. We have a lot of land at Oka North, this Anambra East, Anambra West, Orumba. But insecurity cannot allow us to go there. Because without insecurity, once there is security that guiding women farmers, we used to have land there. Then through the local government coordinator, they will lease land. Some Igwes used to give us land to cultivate. But when they say that there's land there, the first question I will ask them, because once you are not alive, you will not cultivate. So all these insecurity issues, the other ones are minor ones. When you want to farm within the area, maybe you fence the land, but go there and cultivate. They will jump the fence and take all your cultivation, all you planted. Even last time, I was thinking, there's a place I have a pig. When you go there, they will say, hey, you do know that they kill my pigs? So even they cook it there. Who are those people? Is it not our youth? Then I was suggesting last week, I said, let me put CCTV there. But not all the farmers can provide that. When you're there at your home, even any image you just pass away, you say, you are an image is passing, you are a visitor, go out there. You will see it there, you will keep on lamenting. But is it all the farmers can provide that? So our governor is trying, because last time we went for Good Morning Anambra, I wanted to say insecurity. The man said, but our government have already provided. Yes, he's trying. He cannot kill himself. It's our children. It's our children. And we women farmers, they're our children. So let's take a look at that, because this thing is disturbing farmers to cultivate. Because the last meeting why they are struggling to end hunger in the whole Africa during the time of Jonathan at Ethiopia. Obasanjo, all the ministers was there. They are saying that they want to end hunger by 2025. Is it not 2025 now? That hunger is at the peak. Why? So let's help the farmers. Let's help the farmers. And we are begging them, we are attacking our governor. He is trying, Oliver Twist, we need some more. I beg, let's help out, because kidnapping. If you kidnap a farmer, from where to get money to that ransom, they call it. It's the big men that you can kidnap. The big men we call other big men. They will provide. Now you say farmer go die there and rotting. There's no way to handle the issue, but let them help us. And we women, let's train our children. We are talking about investors, private sector. Whenever investor want to invest, all these big men, they heard that there is insecurity. Who can invest? Who can invest? So all these things, even if all these are our children, you can invest and ask them to come and work. When they come, greediness will not allow them. All of them, there is insecurity. Because when somebody invested and asked your child to come and work for that person, he want to build mansion in a day. From which salary? So let's help ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. We still have other people who have reached out to us and said that they want to tell us what has happened to them. I have Professor Arabodun Dennis from Unizik. He said he would like to speak. Prof, if you are here, please. Thank you so much.
Ndewo ndebe anyị iwe ndewo abụ m onye Azia dị n'ihi ala local government area. Ọnụ ga-anụ ka e kwuru na ihe ala bụ n'oge area. For 3 years now, I've not gone to my town. I tried to go only last year, but disguised for 2 days and ran away. So it's that terrible. And because people like us are not going home, the economy of the community apịara igo. So I need the Kenya Ranyaka. Yes, the governor is trying. Last year he launched Agone Shemba. Apudo was a former governor in his own right, the new marshal now. You can't say he doesn't know what you're talking about. Mboso Barazia, you are nearly killed at around Lilu. I know that story. So it's a terrible situation, but added to that security problem, but what you may call an attack on our people. The people of the Southeast have been dehumanized, even by the security persons that are to control, to help them. No matter whether you are sick or not, your age. In what country can that happen? You come down from the vehicle to pass a checking point. Last week, the Vice President of Nigeria came to Anambra State, I was coming from Epoma. Immediately I reached Upper Iweka. Every 5 poles, I will see a police checkpoint. They will collect 100 naira or 20 naira from the shuttle that I entered. And the man was paying. When we go to Airport Junction, they stopped us again. And the man, I said, the man, it is too much. I told the police officer, why are you collecting more? That this man has paid to more than 7 checkpoints. And they want him to pay another one here. He targeted me and said that he must search me. I said, search me now. But I left and went to the most senior officer and explained to the person what is happening. He said that the vice president came. That is why there's so much. But beyond the vice president, I was coming back from Enugu yesterday. I mean, from Abakaliki. From Abakaliki to Oka here, there are not less than 20. And you must drop. You must drop if you're a commercial vehicle. If you are a young man driving, because my brother's son carried me, you are a target. So it has added to our problem. This is a practical reality. And Omepuzie, hate is the police. The presence of the police or army is now an irritation to our people. So it is a real problem. I'm in the university, I'm a professor. We have a faculty of agriculture at Ifitawari. We can't go there to farm. That we cannot go there because of insecurity. Madam Upuropunkia, I am the faculty of agric established. The community gave us land, very big, massive land. But our students cannot even live there. So if my care and I get a solution from here, which is it's not a rocket science to solve this problem. It's not a rocket science. We have universities that if the government is willing, and security agencies, they can engage them. Apalo, in such war, there are those who will give carrot. There are those who will give stick. If I'm not a gaga. So it's not a rocket science to solve this security problem. It's not. What we need is a political will, whether at local government level, state government level, or federal government level. We need to be sincere with ourselves, tell ourselves the truth. That is not all about grabbing. It's about our people. This morning I was taking a walk, my usual walk, 30 minutes, 1 hour walk, from Brook Foundation towards the express here. I saw that the beautiful street lights Soludo has put, 2 of them has fallen. And the street bulbs there have been taken away. And it boils down to building the people before building infrastructure. You can build infrastructure and nobody will appreciate that infrastructure. But if you build the people, when people see people destroying that, they will say, Mr. Man, stop that. I was pained when I saw those 2 things this morning. So I know there's so much problem, but the point I'm making is that there is a solution to it. We must bring out the political will. From the federal to the state to the final. Even the police have their own problems. They are not paid well. They are not funded. I can tell you that. I confronted a policeman one day. He stopped me. He said, why are people always collecting money from people? I said, even fuel to come here, we don't get. They give us fuel. A policeman told me that. And because of this program, I had to do small research. And I know that there are certain equipment Nigerian police has that have not been deployed. Even body cameras, drone. So the IG is called upon to deploy those things that are there for us. It shouldn't be there wasting. I will stop here for now and I come again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you so much, Prof. You want to interpret some of what he said? Okay. Okay, Izuna wants to interpret some of what Prof had said in Igbo for the benefit of those of us who do not understand the language.
Yes, for those who didn't understand what he said. For those who didn't understand some things from what he said, he was actually citing examples or instances of where both insecurity and criminalities and even extortion among security officials have also contributed to making people uncomfortable in the state. So in Nihiala, he is from UNIZIC, from Department of Agriculture. So he also cited instances that they have a lot of land abundantly behind or close to the school, but nobody can access them because of insecurity And he also cited instances of where from one particular place to another, when you maybe like Onisha and some other places, you will see a lot of checkpoints. And even those checkpoints, security people mount there, extorting people. And some of these things also distract them from carrying out their primary duty. And one of the reasons, or part of the reasons, is because they themselves are not fully funded or fully supported. So he's also asking from the IG, the Inspector General of Police, having observed from his research that some of the sophisticated equipment that the police have not actually been fully deployed. So he's also asking the Inspector General of Police to ensure that some of these sophisticated equipments are deployed to see that Anambra State is properly secured. Thank you very much.
I mentioned that we have the more victims actually who are here, and we want to hear from them. I would like to call Ikioye Orutugu, if I got the name correctly, if I pronounce it correctly, if she's here. Okay. Thank you so much. As she's coming forward, I would also like to reiterate what Prof said. Some 2 months ago in Lagos, we had members of League of Anambra Professionals. I don't know if you know that group. And they were there, and still the same issue some of them spoke about. You know, just exactly what Prof said. That it's not just the people who are attacking the Anambrarians, but that the security operatives too need to be checked. But this is a topic that we're still going to come to before the end of the program. And thank God once again our State Marshal here is with us.
Hiya, thank you very much, Mr. Ben. Please permit me to stand on a existing protocol. My name is Ikioye Orutugu, the Executive Director for Social and Integral Development Center, CDEC, based here in Anambra State. I'll be sharing my personal experience. Yeah, Professor Ribodo from Asia also shared part of the things I will also share how it affected me as an individual. That was last 2 years. I was traveling for August meeting. You understand August meeting. I believe our brothers and sisters also understand. So I was going. In fact, I was praying. It was at Opa River that I started praying. So when I was praying, I didn't observe that the actor to stop me before they commenced the events was stopping me. Because I was praying, I wasn't paying attention. So by the time I saw the young man with the gun, I was already very close. But because I didn't see him on time, I didn't turn back. But I've had a security training that even when you turn back, you still meet some squad behind. If you also move forward, you will still meet some security squad, some of those actor squad. So what I did was to move. So because I did not stop, the young man targeted my 2 tires. And it was a tubeless tire. So he punctured the 2. The 2 of them got open. I zoomed. As I was driving, I now saw more than 20 of them, fully armed. They were now pointing their guns on my face. I was like, do not kill your sister. Do not kill your sister. That was what I was shouting. Please do not kill me. So those ones were just looking at me, but they were pointing at me. But I was, and my leg was also throttling. So when I was now climbing that Osumohu hill, one woman now called my attention. I had to drive in and park. So when I now parked, the woman was like, when they had gunshot, they were like, Kai, they've killed this one. So seeing me, they were now surprised. Does it mean that they did not, they weren't able to target you correctly or what? What actually happened? I said, I begged them not to kill me. So the woman now was like, you took risk. Don't you know that we've not been assessing? People have, in fact, you're lucky. 30 minutes ago, they've been shooting themselves with the soldiers there. You're just lucky. And I saw some burned individuals that were unable to escape, so I escaped. 2 weeks after, I went back to that road though. I went back to be sure, those that I saw. As I drove closer, I saw the person to stop. You know, there are squads. One person will stop you. If you stop, they will now adopt you. So when I now saw that one, I stopped. As I stopped my car, I was not asking myself, do I go? Do I go back? Do I go? Do I go back? They were looking at me already. I now drove and stopped. They now asked me, why did you stop before? I said, I forgot my house key. So I was just thinking if I should go back or continue. So they now asked me, what do you want to do? So I don't even know what do I do, what to do. Do you suggest that I take Okija and go back to Nnewi, or do you think I should take this way and go back to Nnewi? They say, Madam, for your safety, or you go back. But before you go, drop something for us. But if you want to continue your journey, also drop something for your brothers. We barely speaking English, so this conversation was not English language. So what I did was just to say, give them something. They said I should drop it on the floor. And I dropped it on the floor and I zoomed. That was my experience in Anambra. But last year, I went to my state, Imo State, to plant oil palm. So I drove, the farm is located in Irete. I drove past Irete boys. I saw the gates. I was like, this is the area I'm going to. So I've already drove past. So somebody was there. I now asked the youth. He said he's the youth leader of that place. And I asked him, how far? I want to go to Heritage Estate. The guy said, Madam, when was the last time you went to that estate? I said, it was last year. He said, no, don't go there again for your safety. That they've captured those areas. I'm just telling you. But what happened was that finally I went in there, but I went in with security. So the story I told you about Anambra was Anambra State 2 years ago. I believe with what we've seen since 2 months ago, based on the introduction of marshal, and in fact, what the innovations that Barrister Titus Abudo brought in, based on his experience working as the national president, Anambra State Association of Town Union, has brought in a lot of security. Right now, the environment is secured. Era has gone. When we usually come out, you see people, bodies lying on it, So that era is gone. So what we are also using this platform to advocate, that we want to see more of that. Because I believe what led to what we are seeing in Anambra was the aftermath of November 6, 2021 election. So we want to see a peaceful community, a peaceful state, a peaceful zone where people can come in, do their businesses freely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to ask, when these issues come up or when it happens to you, was there any official reports to the security operatives? Because from our own questions and investigations, we've been told by some of the security operatives that some of these cases are not reported. And if they are not reported, there cannot be data, there cannot be information to move forward and to tackle these issues. So were these reported?
No, it was not reported officially, but unofficially. I reported because I think we have this working relationship with the police, the civil defense, answer to them, but now, so we had that relationship, and they SPAD, Special Advisor to Governor on Security. So we just shared with them, so see, I escaped date to something like, but it was not formally documented. But I think it's something that we're doing moving forward, because we've been recording such cases from our women farmers and other community stakeholders. We'll be doing it.
Thank you. So as we are discussing the challenges that we are facing, we are also immediately all of us together seeking solutions. And that's why I asked about ensuring that these cases are being reported to the security operatives. We also have Favor Noara. Is Favor around? Favor, please come forward. Again, as I mentioned, as we are talking about them, we are also talking about, solutions. We thank God that we are hearing that things are getting better, but still, if we don't know where we are coming from, we may not be able to get to where we are going.
Good morning, all. Ndinna mama, because I am Favor Nwora, Abumonye Ebenebe. I'm here to share my experience. I'm a farmer, small-scale women farmers coordinator, Okafor. Anya nwere ozi nni side anyị. Mana unu marụ na Okafor bụ ndị nwere nni. Mana kịta anyị adejenwuzi na n'ubi wee fọrọzịa ihe anyị ga-eri. Last 2 years, last 3 years, we don't have anything to provide for our own family. Talk more of selling it. So we believe that with the little support governor have done, I believe that this year must be different. So I will now thank you.
From what she said, I believe some of us understood her, but some did not. So, but based on what she explained, she hails from Ebenebe in Okafor North local government area of Anambra State. And her narratives now show that that area is a no-go area, or has been a no-go area for some time now, because the women who are farming there, she also heads a group of female farmers association. But for now, the area has become a danger zone because the women are now afraid of different kinds of criminalities and insecurity that have been meted out to them over the period of time. And some of the things, based on what she narrated here, have actually scared some of those farmers away. And she also testified that based on what they are actually seeing now, that security is actually or has now been returning to that place. So gradually, they are now going back to farm, and they are praying. And she is also soliciting on behalf of those women that this be sustained, that the temple be sustained, so that fully, in no distant time, they will all return to farm and see that Anambra State is sufficient food-wise and otherwise. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before we go on, I would like to announce that we have in our presence the Honorable Commissioner of Police for Anambra State, Ikioye Orutugu. He came in while we were going on. Please, can we put our hands together for him? We appreciate his presence. Thank you for joining us. We sent out the invitation and he came. We will still go on. Now, Happiness Ohiagu spoke to us earlier, while we were trying to reach out to people who have been directly affected by this insecurity that has bedeviled the state, which was not there before. She spoke to us earlier and she cried to us saying that she unfortunately lost her husband because of what went on. Is Happiness here with us? Okay. Unfortunately, we heard that she's going to come eventually. And she said she wanted to speak, and we said we will grant her the audience to speak. When she does come, we will hear from her. We also have Ugochukwu Okeke from John Napid. Yes. Exactly. Ugochukwu, are you here? You can't even come upstairs. Oh, wow. So we hear that he can't even come upstairs to join us. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, it's not only the names we mentioned. We have those who are here who did not reach out to us. And if you would like to speak, please, we want to hear from you. As we are seeking solutions, we also want to hear how you were affected. And after we hear how people have been affected, then we will hear solutions. from our security operatives. We know that things are getting better, as we've been told, but we want to hear where we are. We want to hear what has happened in the past. Okay. Please introduce yourself. Tell us your name.
Okay. Good day, everyone. My name is Lolo Neka Chimezie. I'm the National President of Igbo Women Assembly. My personal experience, when this insecurity was too much in the Southeast, I'm based in Lagos. For our group, we have different departments and we have media departments. So we decided to come and cover it and to find out what is actually happening. But when we came around to cover the insecurity, we discovered that 90%, I'm sorry to say, of the insecurity in the Southeast was caused by the military. I won't apologize for saying it because they would have shot me at Osumuhu that time. So when we came, and on Monday, we decided to cover the sit-at-home proper. So when I have my driver, I have my car, so I moved with my driver. So when we came to Olo, that near Banana Junction, we discovered that place was, closed up by the military. So I had to come down because I have a newspaper outfit. So I have my ID card. So I approached the militaries. Even when they saw me approaching them, they were like even their faces. And I greeted them and I said, "Oga, why did you block Drew?" I said, "Who are you to ask us that question, without the harassment?" And I showed them my card. I said, "Unfortunately, I'm a media person and we are here to cover the sit-at-home because we realized that you said IPOP is sit-at-home and they're enforcing sit-at-home. But with the look of things, you are the one enforcing the sit-at-home because I know that before you came, there was nothing like this insecurity. Let's be honest to ourselves. Before the militaries were moved to Southeast, we didn't have it this bad. So you were brought here to relax the sit-at-home. Not that there were clashes within the sit-at-home, but for you to relax it so that people will start coming out. Now that you are blocking the road, it's like you are helping to now enforce the sit-at-home. So when I now flashed my car, they now ran inside. So out of anger, I moved those things on the road. And then I drove past. I covered the whole of Southeast. When you approach their checking point, they look more deadly than any criminal, even armed robbers you meet on the road. The way they approach, the way they harass. So after touring the whole of Southeast, we now realize that even the way they harass motorists, the way they harass people, we now realize that 80% of what we are being told is being done by the militaries and the harassment. Now, on my way back, I'm from Imo State, so I ended up in my hometown. I'm from Olo, actually. And then going back to Newi, where I was married. So taking that Osumuhu is usually faster. So I came through I landed through the Imo State Airport. I forgot to remove the tag on my bag. So when I approached that Osumuhu, they stopped us. And when they saw the tag, they said, "Where are you coming from?" I explained myself. They searched me and what have you. And then when they took my passport, they said, "Madam, where are you going to?" I said, "I'm going to Newi." "Where?" "Newi South." "Where in Newi South?" "Oto." "Where in Oto?" They were now asking me my village. At that time, I was very upset with what they were doing. I said, "It now means we are under siege. This is not security. You came here for another mission. Oga, what are you doing with my village and my family name? So you are the ones that will collect this information from our sons that come from abroad, and then you give it to your kidnappers. It means you are involved in kidnapping. Otherwise, why would you be asking me?" I said, "I'm going to know. Is that not enough? You asked me my village, I told you. You asked me my town, I told you. You are now asking me my name, where I come from. So what else? In the night, you come and carry me like fowl." They were, in fact, they cocked their gun. 10 of them, they were mad, they were raging. I lost it. I now said, the Southeasterner needs to find out what is going on. This has nothing to do with IPOP. The problem is the media were reporting something else, while underneath, something else was going on. So when I got home eventually, in fact, when I went after the quarrel, I told my brother, "You know what, turn this vehicle. If I pass, they will kidnap me." I think they work with those criminals in the bush. They kept them there. How can they keep these more tanks and what have you? How large is Osumu? It's that forest that they cannot fish out those criminals. So as we were turning, they seized my car key. So I left them. So I think the whole drama, they went to bring their leader, the Orgas. They came with their van and they collected the key and they handed it over to me. I was alarmed. When I got home, I called the PG of my local government and I said, Oga, people should stop looking at IPOP. I'm not an IPOP member. I don't know them, but this is what is going on. See. As I was talking, a young man said, madam, they seized my machine there. Yes, please. Because people, Okada will not pass through that Osumo, but I think it's better now. The man said, madam, I am. I said, what did you say? He said, I am. But we are stuck. You know, that was the reply I got. We are stuck because the militaries are here. If you remove them, something else might happen. I think at that point, they knew and they were looking for solution. Another experience we had is, I passed through that Osun road, and I met the militaries there. They were right at Ekotutu. And now, from our investigation, we realized that when they were attacked by whoever attacks them, they would turn their gun on the villages living nearby. That was how Osun, Ekotutu was burned and have covered the whole southeast, both the police everywhere in the southeast, and they cannot fish out these criminals. But with few vigilantes that were raised, you can see the women saying that they can enter the bush now since we have this vigilante group. So what I'm telling Diana, let's stop moving money around. Now, about big cars, you know, can we take a security? Invest it in security. I can assure you, community trouble and we can their security men 100,000. See what we'll do. We'll turn them as security and farmers in the bush. Nyaha location near mafia. Turn them as security, pay them well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because we have the Honorable Commissioner of Police here, I would like him to react, not now. I would like to speak to 2 or 3 more victims, but so that we don't stretch it long before he comments. I would like to have just take 2. Okay. The Commissioner says that he wants to speak now because of time. Well, we thank you for honoring us with your presence, but we'll take the Honorable Commissioner. Please, as he comes, can we give him a round of applause? We thank him for coming.
Is that what? You go give me more water, self, and no civic. You are talking about security. The basic of security is stomach security. Anyway, traditional rulers, I don't know the protocol because I did not come when the program started. I may not even have come, but I told myself that if I am attending, like Madam said, birthday parties, if I'm attending burial ceremonies in this town, why won't I attend a call on security issues? I don't want to talk too much. I am from the Niger Delta. My name is Ikioye Orutugu, a fellow of the Army War College, PhD. Now, we are now talking about problems. Everyone is telling his stories. Everyone. They raped me. They raped my sisters. They're stiff. Nobody is talking about how these things started. The only thing beyond what the Niger Delta people, Amani Joma, had seen in this part of the world is the Nigerian Civil War, which we are also victims. But I don't want to go there. My statement is this: do not start what you cannot control. Am I understood? Even as a wife, small things as easy as hissing can start a matter that can lead to divorce. Even as a husband, little things as easy as ignoring the emotions of your wife can lead to divorce. So if you're a husband, you avoid anything that will lead to divorce. If you're a wife, you avoid anything that can lead to a divorce by avoiding anything that you cannot control. I'm not here to talk on behalf of the military, but I'm here to tell people that Anambra State and Indo Anambra have started the road to peace and unity. I'm talking in my capacity as Commissioner of Police. And we need you people, we need the community, we need everyone to support us, not just complain. We have passed the time for complaint. Let us move past the time of complaint. Let us see ourselves as moving to the period of healing. And how do we heal? Let's heal by listening to each other. Let's heal by communicating, not speaking harsh words, not being Protestants, not being anti-system. If we continue to attack systems, the system will turn back to attack us. So my message is very brief. I come to Anambra to work. I come to Anambra to try to solve security issues, but I need Indo Anambra to support me. I need Indo Anambra to support the police. Now we talk. You are moving from one location to another. The police vehicles you see are dilapidated. No, it's not a laughing matter. And you expect the police to perform. Go to the police hospital. Go to the police headquarters. Go to see an average policeman on the road. Haggard looking, hungry, standing in the sun, and you expect the best from him. So while we cast aspersions, let us also evaluate ourselves. I'm declaring today as Commissioner of Police Anambra State, your governor is doing so well. I'm not talking about construction of roads. I'm not talking about electric. Of course, those are basic amenities expected of government. But I'm talking about support for the security apparatus. He is trying, but individual communities, as I'm coming here now, if I read that, social organization is launching an ambulance for the services of Nigeria police, why would I be happy? We don't see that. All we see is police is not doing this, police is not doing, and policemen are dying. Policemen are being shot, killed in the performance of their duties. Recently we launched no kidnapping. If you watch now, by 5, 6, the roads are filled with police. We are exposed to the people are praising. And if you check the crime statistics in Anambra now, the people who are killing more are not policemen. The people who have anyhow access to guns in the names of protecting communities. They are not trained. They are not properly profiled.
They are just there. They harass themselves. I stay here, I sit here as Commissioner of Police. You see PG using PY to harass Igwe. You see Igwe using his to harass this. They are not policemen. They are your so-called security people. Yes, the first rule of security is self-security. But then, before you employ someone to secure you, look at certain things. That's why today, you complain about Nigerian policeman. When I left the university, I have a PhD. I have 2 masters and a PhD. When I left the university, I said I was going to Nigerian police. My community felt I was one of the most useless youth in the community. 35 years later, I'm Commissioner of Police, Anambra State. And the community is proud of me. Encourage your children. Educate and encourage your children. It is the ones that are not doing well you drive to the security. And you expect the best from him. It is the ones that are not doing well you drive to soldier. So, in the Anambra, my message is simple. 1, do not start what you cannot finish. At any point in your life, whether family, whether society, it has started. We cannot control it. What we do now is complain. He pushed me, my husband pushed me. My husband tell me, say, I'm stupid. My husband tell me, say, my man a poor man. My husband said to me, meanwhile, we have left the basics of what started the quarrel, which was avoiding something as simple as hissing. Which is avoiding something as simple as just trouble, so that your face will be clear. What is happening to you? Should I buy you shawarma? And all she needed was attention. And because you could not give her that attention, which is eventually moving to misunderstanding, salt will pass for soup. Meat go disappear. Sansan go enter rice. Then you will now look at it. Why is your son innocent? Useless woman. And without knowing the basic issues. So please, in the Anambra, let us go back home. The basics, call our children, call our all mothers. When I met the Society of Nigerian Women, also, all the IPOP people are called. They came from womb. They came from. They had some breasts and nipples before they moved to the streets. Today you are complaining. So please, I am pleading. My message is this: as much as possible, let us avoid what is avoidable. Let us take care of our children. Morality, while growing up, even at the age of, even after secondary school, if my mother sees me with a new shirt, now wahala. In fact, for me to enter a house, if I have a new shirt, I will remove the shirt and hide. Those of us that grew up in that generation, you know, now our children will be parading with iPhones. I go tell them, say, bring and make I see this phone fine you. Those are the children we are bringing up. We are no longer in control of our children. While growing up, if my grandmother sends me to buy snuff, this thing they put in nose, tobacco, my grandmother would tell me, go and buy me tobacco. While going to buy tobacco, another auntie will see me, say, come, where are you going? I'm going to buy tobacco for my grandmother. Oh yeah, take this bucket, go fetch me water. You will leave that your grandmother's message, go carry the bucket, take the water, come back to your house, to the house, deliver, you come back home, your grandmother, why did you stay this long? You say, that auntie sent me. Oh, That is why it's that. Now, parents will be like, why did they go down? Why should they say this up? That woman. What encouragement morally are you giving to that your child? You're now complaining in the presence of the child, bringing in things that are unnecessary. While we were young, if I misbehave in the house, my grandmother, my mother will escape to the school, tell the teacher, see what he might begin to, and I will be properly flogged. Now, parents now drag their children to school. Why did you beat my head? How are you expecting a moral, stable, organized society with mothers like that? With due respect to some of you here. So let us redefine the values of society. I do not speak Igbo, but when Madam spoke, living lavish lifestyles. That is what led, encouraging our children to live lavish lifestyles. Parents are encouraging children to buy laptop, to do Yahoo. Tomorrow, they will now use those same parents, they will go to Okafor and do juju, and they are complaining. Then you will now complain, police don't release Okafor. Why police don't release Okafor? The benefits from Okafor, now police get them. No, not get them now. So please address the root of the matter. It's just a town hall meeting. I'm not here to address all issues, but my message here is do not start what you cannot control. Thank you very much.
Honorable Commissioner, please, before you go, I know you said, you were looking at the time. I know you said you were looking at the time, but please, before you came, there were some issues that were raised, and I would also like to introduce our Managing Director and Editor-in-Chief, Mr. Ikioye Orutugu. Please, can we put our hands together? He is the one who has arranged this town hall gathering for us to be here and other town halls across the country and even beyond. But, Mr. Commissioner, please, I would like to... okay, please go ahead, sir.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon now. Honorable you're not Honorable Commissioner, just the CP, no Honorable, just you are more honorable than some Honorable Commissioners. But please join me here just for 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people all around the world who are watching us right now. The governor of Anambra State was in London speaking to India Anambra, and some of them have reached out that they want to watch what this conversation is all about. But News Central, our position remains very, very clear. This is not about the government. This is about the people. We care more about the people. So let me ask the CP Anambra, will the police in Anambra State listen to the people? The answer will be
yes. The police is listening to the people. That's why solution is here.
Good. So as you listen to the people, will the police in Anambra commit to having this kind of town hall meeting with different communities to understand what they are going through, what their challenges are, so that when you know the things that you security agencies call intelligence is based on information, will you gather that information? And I can commit on my side that we will give you media coverage for every time you go into communities to listen, not to tell them, but to listen to them and hear their problems and understand where the challenges are.
I would say yes to that. But you see, community existence, police and the community should be a preference of give and take. If you want me to listen to you, provide earbuds for me to be cleaning my ear, so that the ear will be clean for me to properly hear you. If you want me to stand and listen to you, give me enough nubu and okra soup to swallow so that I will have the strength to come and listen to you. If you want me to have the energy to look for you, give me proper hospital, police hospital, and keep it for us as a community, so that when I have a headache, I'll just go there, treat myself, and come after protecting and listen to you. Thank you, sir.
The implication is we may have to talk to the Oga at the top to do everything to support the police or the community.
Go to some police stations. It's a horrible sight. Horrible. Why? Gigantic houses, beautiful cars are driving by there. Meanwhile, the roof of the police station is leaking. So it's not about. Let's look at the. Sorry, sir. Let us look at the tactical challenges before we go to the strategic challenges. Let us look at the tactical challenges. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, CP Anambra. The bottom line in all of this is there is an understanding here that CP Anambra, for as long as he's on assignment in Anambra, he will create time. I will take his number. He will create time. The community will invite him, and the community will prepare nice meals and everything and welcome the police. They will welcome the police, and the police will listen, and we're hoping that the information provided will lead to intelligence that will make it possible for us to say Anambra is now cleared of all forms of insecurity. And I guess you will involve the Agune Chamber and all the other agencies that the state government has created.
One minute, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. We talk about use of intelligence. We talk about use of information. I will authoritatively stand there to say, as Commissioner of Police, that most of the information we receive are malicious. Most coming out of land grabbing. That land, 99.9% of the petitions I receive, attempted murder, attempted kidnapping. And when I go to the basics, the challenge is land. If it is not land, the challenge is title. He wants to be Igwe. He wants to be PJ. So information must be credible. That intelligence must be credible. 1. 2. The intelligence must be defendable, actionable. You must own the intelligence. Own it as the intelligence provider. So long as it has all the ingredients of effective, credible information, the police will act on it. But you come with something in your pocket. CP, take this thing. I will not take it. Anything that has to do with influencing me on land decision and title, Commissioner of Police, Anambra State will not take it. I cannot carry elephant in my head and begin to scratch cricket. Anambra State government is taking very good care of me. What we need is just community support. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So community support is what he's asking for, and community engagement is what he's asking for, and we hope we'll get that. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Speak to what some people asked before you came in and see if we have the time to quickly take that. One of the people who spoke complained about the heavy-handedness of some of the police officers in carrying out their duties and said that this is also adding to some of the insecurity of the state.
You're right. The people you recruit, we recruit into Nigeria police, we come to, they are not from Cameroon, they are not from Ghana, they are not from India. They are Nigerians. And let me tell you, I've done research on sociology. Bring 100 professors, 100 professors who are Nigerians. Pick a vehicle, one Tata, you know this long, what do you call them? This coastal bus. Tell them that you have 100 spaces in that vehicle. Oga, come, make they look your face, they talk, come. Tell them you have 100 spaces in that vehicle. Believe you me, they will still struggle and they will still hustle to enter. That is the Nigerian character. Nigerians, we do not know how to talk even slowly, even to our children. All we do is shout. These are products of shouting parents. I go kill you today, this Pekin. That is how they grew. How do you explain? You know, I'm not saying that is why the policemen should behave that way. What I'm saying is that you cannot be a product of mango and expect to taste like apple. So it's sad. It's sad. All we spend time in the training school, but when we come back from training school, we go back into the Nigerian society. And you go into the neglect. I was with the United Nations. I was in UK for a number of years. And when I go to a bar, when I was attached to the UN, if I go to a bar and introduce myself as policeman, they'll say, oh man, I got a cop in my house that I have policemen living in my house. They are proud that you have the credibility to host a policeman in your house as tenants. After my years with the United Nations, I came back to Lagos. I was posted back to Lagos, and I needed accommodation. I went online. I looked for, what they call them, agents. Got familiar with agents. He told me how much to pay. I paid him. After I paid him, I started making several calls. He didn't want to pick again. He told me to come and inspect the house. I didn't see him again. Eventually, I traced him. I got to him. He said, Oga, police, no vex. My landlord say, you know, they give house to policeman. You are already, there's something they call classical conditioning. You are conditioning us to be like the wretched of the earth. And we are going to protest. Stigmatization. The policemen you have in Nigeria are a product of the Nigerian society. So let us, it's a foundational thing. It's not like a blame game, like I told you. The husband must have to understand the feelings of the wife. The wife also should respect the husband. And you have a harmonious marriage. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Commissioner, I want you this opportunity to please let the people know, is there a channel for the people to report issues of police heavy-handedness? And if there is, how can they do that?
So many channels, and we are announcing. Where's my PRO? Come and take this place. Come. He announces it every day. It's just that most of us, if it not be Zol, we are not interested. If it not be African magic, we are not interested. If not be European call and preach Nigerians, boy now, ask him to mention 5 players in our team. You will never know it. But ask him about Arsenal. Even the picky way they Arsenal Bele, whenever I come back, he could talk.
Okay, the CP, sir. Just to respond to the channels, we have many channels, and Force Headquarters have also keyed into this, apart from Anambra State Police Command. You know, our command comes from Abuja. That's where our
head office is, and understanding the yearnings of the people, also noting the fact that people must reach out to us. Before I mention the channels, I must say that do not get tired of assessing us, and do not be discouraged in reaching out to us, because it's from most of your comments and your reaction that inform our decisions. And it's from some of your reactions also that made us to create more channels so that we can be able to address whatever comments you have. Noting the fact that police is a service delivery organization. And what are we delivering? Security. So we have a police app, they call a Rescue Me app first. This one is user-friendly. And if our viewers and people that are here, if you have your Android phone, you can quickly go to your Play Store, type Police Rescue Me app, and you will see that is self-guide. You can report any incident. You can even request for ambulance to tell you how we have upgraded this app. Secondly, in Anambra State Police Command, from the directive of the Inspector General of Police, we have resuscitated a platform called Public Complaint Bureau. Public Complaint Bureau, where is directly under my office. That's all, not only in Anambra, all the PROs in the state. And this is called PCB, where people can reach out to us and also report cases. We also have CRU. The central office is in Abuja, and is also in all the state command. CRU is also under the PRO. The meaning of CRU is Complaint Response Unit, where you can type it on your on Google. You see their numbers there. And for ease of protocol, once you want to report any incident, not only in Anambra, just look out for the PRO of the respective states. All our numbers are online. You can reach out to us. Then we also have social media platforms, both on Facebook and Twitter, where you can also report so many channels. For us here in Anambra, we have also personalized some of our issues. My numbers are out there. The Commissioner of Police number is out there. And the state government have also keyed into this, noting the fact that we can't do it alone. So this, I know that the state government have these 511 and 211, where you can also reach out to. Once you report any incident, they will reach out to us. And why are we doing this? Because we have observed that people have complained that at times when they report security or when they give out information in any regard, their names or maybe they are being mentioned. So that's why we are promoting this, to make sure that informations that are given to us in any regard is secured. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Thank you, the PRO. We hope that we will be able to use these channels, and that when we do use them, that there will be positive responses for us. Well, I'm going to go back to our people here. Our town hall is about the people. There are people who have been reaching out. They want to speak to us about the issues that they are going through, the issues that they have. I will come to you, sir. I have some names given to me here. We will come to you. Mr. Friday Okafor. And then after that, I'll come to you, sir, and then we'll continue with the names. Please, because of time, we know that our time is quickly going. Can we keep it short, please? 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most.
Yeah. Dua dalam, dinna mama, dinna papa, igwe arameke neunu. Mebu okwu mai chafu. Abum Friday Okafor. Onye obu nebe Okanot. Ana m ekwu maka rice ma ugbo anyị kọcha n'ugbo ka eji wee na-eme nwee ike ịkọcha ugbo before ị na mgbede ịbịa n'ụtụtụ echi ọ bụ na ekile wee ebe a niile. Then we call rice last 2 years, November 28. Beche rice, pack cha tapolin. Emor makaji a pack cha rice, ebe n'ime ugbo. Mmadụ jee n'abalị, jee tinyesi enyo ọkụ, and mawa ogolode. rice anyị na-agbacha ọkụ foto ụtụtụ jee ebe anwa amazi ya mmemme onye ma dị where alleged evidence here all the rice dị ya onye ma dị ya ọkwe mana mmadụ dị ndụ jee siwo ya rice ya ọkụ na ya dị n'ime wọ na-asị anwarọ m wee lụọ ọkwa nke dị si ya wee sị ọ bụrụ na ogbu ka a ga-egbu m ebe anwa mgbe ọ bụrụ na ebe a ka a ga-eji mmeji wee na n'ọchụkwụ ma lụwakwa dị si ya na-anọzi ebe a ekpachafụ anyị ma alụfụ na ị ga-ebi ebe ọ ka nọ.
Please, can you hold this up again so that we can see it very well while he's explaining what you just said?
Okay. Raise this up so that people will be seeing. So this picture, these two pictures you are seeing here are burnt ashes, or ashes from the burnt grains of rice that he planted at his farm at Ebenebe, also in Oka North local government area of Anambra State. And after he farmed this rice in large scheme, because he's into commercial agriculture, not only subsistence agriculture. So after he farmed the rice in large quantities, he stored them in preparation for next season and for those or some that will be commercialized. But unfortunately, as he just narrated to us, somebody unknown and even yet to be identified went there. That was during dry season, during Harmattan. Somebody went there and ignited or set the entire rice on fire, and everything got burnt. All his sweat for that year, even the money he borrowed and everything he invested into the rice, everything got burnt. So he is now lamenting and even crying for assistance from any particular angle or corner. So he also saying that now he has even gone there because he has mourned and regretted such waste, and he has even gone there to build a kind of tashi house to live there and also keep watch over the farm and the surroundings. So you can even see from that he's even risking his life by doing so. So he's calling on the security apparatus and the state government or even the federal to intervene in any way they can be of help to him, at least to compensate him for such loss and ensure that those behind such inhuman acts are fished out and dealt with lawfully. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Your name was again? Your name was?
Thank you so much.
Friday Okafor. His name is Friday Okafor.
Commissioner, please, just 5 minutes, please. Please don't go. Please. You know, we begged you not to go. Okay. Are all protocols being observed? My name is Engineer Anyebue Anthony. I'm from Civil Society angle. Please, my Honorable Commissioner, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, Commissioner, my Commissioner, thank you very much. You see, I want to make just some brief comment on this matter. Somebody here talk about how it started. I remember that some few years ago, a group of people that are involved or engaged in herdsmen made a national broadcast. It was all over Nigerian media, that if they are not given land to graze their cattle, they are going to wage war against Nigerians. And shortly after Nigerians insisted they are not given this land, everywhere erupted. And the organization that made that pronouncement, we know the name of the organization, and their president and their executive were known. And incidentally, they waged this war, they are continuing waging this war. That's the first cause of the problem of farmers. Now, the people, I have a farm somewhere behind this town at Isiagu there. I have been to my farm on several occasions and saw these herdsmen even breaking loose the compound that we have fenced, and with key, they break the key and push their cattle there and do whatever they like there. Today I cannot go to my farm there at Isiago because of this problem. My farm and they are the people that will first put fire. My brother talked about his rice being burnt. Incidentally, it might not be that they want to set your rice on fire. They might have set fire on the bushes around there, and they got involved in this rice. The problem, why they set these bushes on fire as early as November, October, is that once they burnt this area, new greenery will spring up for their cattle to graze. By so doing, they start bush burning as early as October, November. Now, that's notwithstanding. I want to make a little comment about a question somebody asked. How large is Osumuru that the bush is there that have been taken over by people, unknown gunmen, cannot be cleared? I know that Nigerian army and Nigerian police bring the artillery we have at 302 mechanized. They push it into those areas where they say, today there are roads in Anambra State you cannot pass. Just like my sister made a comment. This road is unpassable. Don't go through that road. Is the government not hearing it? Are the military not hearing that certain roads in the state that government is operating is not passable? And for months and years, these roads will remain unpassable. What are the government doing? Our security architecture not working. So the point I'm making is that it is not just about reporting. What is happening in all over Anambra State, I don't want to go beyond that, or even Southeast, is known to the people in question. The question is, are we no longer capable of governing ourselves? That our lands will be taken over by insecurity, people will hang inside bush, will live there, build tent inside bush, and the military cannot push them out of that place. It is unfortunate. I wish to stop here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon once again. I thank you. Your name, sir, you didn't mention your name. Adiebu Aniebu. You were talking about the beginning, which is okay. You are giving the knowledge of what you know. I am not an Anambra man. I am, in fact, there's nothing like unknown gunmen. There's nothing like, let me put it there. Now, for those of us who may not have proper information, I don't want to use the word educate, madam, listen, so that you don't distract and go talk something else. For those of us who may not know, when Nigeria operated as one united, indivisible country, where Zik of Africa, who is an Igbo man, Onui and Nsuka, Onui, I was CSO to Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe until he died. Nsuka. Onui Haven, that was where he lived, where you had the flats, 6 flats. I lived in here, with him here for years. In fact, I was in charge his last birthday. I don't remember that. When people like Zeke could go to the West and contest and win election. Somebody could come from the North and become mayor of Enugu. When Nigeria was like that, all the routes for development, cattle rearing, cattle movement were marked out. Go to history, read your geography. Over the years, land became gold mine. Parts that have been delineated for cattle to take, to pass. I'm not defending anybody. As a police officer, there's something they call Nemo Judas in Casa Soa and Audi Tarem Patem. I'm in a position to address the matter. I'm a minority. You guys are complaining. I'm a German. I know what I've gone through as a police officer. but I don't want to go through there. It is my responsibility as Commissioner of Police to address the issue as it is. We started blocking the lands, selling the places, building houses. Malam no see, cattle man no see, we had to pass cattle again. Read your history. Whatever is happening now, most of the lands, if you go look at the geography map, you see the line for cattle passing, for railway. Now, people started using those houses. Places that should be used for cattle to pass, we started using them as farms. Sorry, sir. I'm only sorry, sir. We are talking. Sorry, sir. Wait. I am telling you how these challenges started. No. Listen to me. Madam, I am not.
We are live. All right. Please, can we remain calm, please? Please.
I am not here to talk for anybody to support me. I come from Bayelsa State. If you Google the same challenges we have here, we still have in Bayelsa. Cattle rearers or whatever are entering the forest, but we are talking about, I am a conflict resolution officer. We are looking at the beginning of these problems. If you have heard of the word Omoteku, I was in Ondo State as the CCID. I tell you the truth. These so-called cattle rearers who come, then they bring Ogogo, Kola, palm wine, money to village owners to settle in those premises. They settle chiefs. Let us address the issues. Let us not look at let us not be too emotive. It's unfortunate. That is why my preview, how I started my dialogue, is anything you cannot control, do not start. We have started what we cannot control. Let us look for a way to resolve it. Let us not be too emotive, too emotional. Let's look at it. Let's look for this kind of dialogue. Address your traditional rulers. How did the so-called cattle rearer jump to that place? He comes, only him. Sometimes with one cattle rearer. Only him. With one small boy where they follow, carry stick, they follow him. Before you know, he's expanding. He's carrying Okogoro to one traditional ruler, to one chief, and the place is expanding. Before you know, another person is joining him. And now we are here looking at the cancer. We are looking at the cancer. Let us address the cause of the cancer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Thank you. Sir, please hold on. Please hold on, sir. Please hold on, sir. Please hold on. I have a list. We have a list of people who are to speak. Please hold on. Please hold on, sir. We would address. But we have to maintain order. We have a list of people who are going to speak, and we are trying to manage our time. Remember again that we are live on national TV. Please, can we maintain order, please? Please, can we be orderly? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, can we be orderly? I understand that this issue we are talking about is a very sensitive issue that is affecting us directly or indirectly. If it has not affected you, it has affected somebody that you know. We totally understand, right? But we need to maintain order. Again, remember that time is not on our side. We are live on TV. We need to continue other programming. So we are trying to pick certain people. We have a list of people who want to speak, who have reached out to us that they want to speak. We want to honor them by giving them that chance to speak, and then we'll come back to others, and we'll see how we can manage the time. We may not be able to take everybody, but we'll take as many as we can so that we can hear from the people. It is because of you that we are here. So that's what we're going to do. And of course, like you said, solution. You know, solution is also where we're going to. But before I go on, I want to recognize, as I said, we are giving honor to whom honor is due. I want to recognize the presence of His Royal Majesty Igwe Bennett Izuchukwu Emeka Okebo II. Please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it well. From Umweri Community, Anambra East Local Government. Thank you very much, sir. We will take solutions, like we said from the beginning. Very quickly, I want to call Okeke Ugo Uche. Ugochukwu Okeke. Is he here? Okay, he's here now. Thank you. We will quickly run through it so that we can get to the solutions. That's the reason why we are here. As we come, please, if we can manage 2 minutes each, please. Summarize what you want to say within 2 minutes. We will get the full message, and then I will come to him here. Yes. We will get the full message, and then we quickly go to solutions. Our point is to see how we can move forward as one. All right, let's him see. Yes. We have different cameras. We can take him from here.
All right, thank you so much. My name is Comrade Ugochukwu Okeke, the state chairman of the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, Anambra State Chapter, JONAPID. First of all, I want to thank the organizers of this program. And because of the want of time, I want to quickly say that persons with disabilities, not only in Anambra State, face unique and significant issues, security issues that affects our physical safety, affects our access to justice, and also affect our personal, personal security. So I want to share an experience. There was a time last year, one of my members had an issue with his a younger brother. And it happens that my member is a blind person. And his younger brother was threatening to evict him from the house, despite that he's his senior brother, because their father has shared their lands for them, their property for them before he died. But that younger one has sold the property the father bequeathed to him, and is now trying to quit the brother from their father's property, that he has to go and build his own house, that the house where they're living belongs to their most elder brother, who is dead. So at a point, he used machete. When the senior brother wanted to fence a portion of the land that fell off during the rain, the senior brother wanted to fence, who is the blind person. The younger one now took knife, to stop him from doing that, and he got him caught on the head. So luckily, one of his child was at home. He started shouting. If not, he would have killed him, because he threatened that he would kill him. So when I got the information, we went to police, area command in Nnewi, to report the matter. So our association wrote a letter demanding for justice. So when I noticed that the police, they are not handling the matter the way it should be, they assigned an SEO to handle the matter. But the SEO now told our member that he cannot take up the matter because he has no money. He has demanded for money several times from the young man, who told him that he can only afford money for keke. But they told him that they will not use keke to come and investigate the scene, so they will not write their report. That he must give them money so that they will use their own van. And the amount they're demanding is about 30,000 naira, which our member cannot afford. So they now started turning him up and down. So I went with him to see the area commander, who now called the ACO and gave him ultimatum that they should go and arrest the younger brother and bring him to the station. On our way going out, the ACO started threatening us. So we went to the Oga to report him that we can never succeed in that matter. Started abusing the young man that he's wicked, despite that he's blind. That he's so wicked that he wants to jail his brother. And I told him, who is now more wicked? Is it his brother wanted to kill him because he's blind? He's now wicked. So before we know what is happening, we wrote another petition again that the ACO don't want to handle the matter. Before we know it again, that man was transferred. They transferred the man. So it means that we are going to start the process of the case again. So our member now became frustrated. He told me that I have been spending a lot of money to go to police station, and for that reason he cannot go back there again. So it's a very serious problem. And another one is that there was a time, So the issue we are having majorly is that security agencies, they are somehow biased whenever they see a case of person with disability because they think they will never get money from such person. That's number one. Number two, I don't know how much they are keeping record of cases bring to the station by persons with disabilities. Because I mean, if they're documenting those cases, when they are formulating policies, they will be able to look at those cases that emanated from persons with disabilities. They will look on those cases and make policies that will now accommodate the issues of persons with disabilities. So I doubt if they have such in police stations, if they have that document. And another one is that some of the time, the police stations are not accessible to persons with disabilities. When they have issues, some of them don't even go to police because, number one, if that person is a deaf person, there is no sign language interpreter that will be there to communicate to the police. If that person is physically challenged, if the office is upstairs, or if they are like this place, the person may not have access to the officers to make his complaint. So these are the issues we are having when we talk about security in the society. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. As we go on, you can see that from this town hall that we chose to organize, we are now beginning to, to dig up different issues. Even the CP talked about the issues of the police having their own challenges. That has now come to the fore. We're now hearing about the challenges of persons with disabilities. That has also come to the fore. We hope and pray that from here, hopefully we'll be able to meet with His Excellency the Governor to put forth some of these challenges, that are before us now and maybe even beyond us, so that we can be able to resolve these. We are talking about solutions very soon. Quickly, I want to call Professor Jaja, who is going to speak. And after him, we're going to have Ikioye Orutugu, Sir Dr. Ambassador Ogechukwu Daniel, who is also going to speak to us. And then possibly after that, we can now begin to look at the solutions of most of all what we have spoken about. Professor Jaja, are you here? If not, let's go straight to Ikioye then. Let's go straight to Ikioye. Okay, Ikioye Orutugu, Sir Dr. Ogechukwu Daniel. Yes, sir. Ogechukwu Daniel. Okay, sir. Please step forward, sir.
Ndị be anyị ekene m unu Anambra amaka Crazy Commissioner. Okay. Most of the things on Ecuador are correct. Man, I'm watching because he had the flaw. So, here about security. Should I speak in English? Okay. Here about some nchekwa obodo or security. Oh, if I'm not nine. But I'm na Constitution Nigeria. So, the primary purpose of government is to protect life and property. Man, over the years, or behind a witness, so now government they failed go in that aspect. It didn't start with the present government of Tinubu or Governor Soludo in Anambra State. It's a systemic failure. First, we got a budget for the police, Anyamara Kosiga, over the years. Then, they recruit there. Anyamara Kese made the recruitment, as the commissioner himself said here. The training and the welfare. Onye na-ata ofu mmiri na-ezo ọ nọ n'ilo, anwụ na-eke ọ nọ n'ilo. Why can't you take good care of himself? Commissioner Biazia na-shift to ndị Anambra State. Who are the employers of federal government, Nigeria police? Is it not the federal government? So why are you shifting this thing? I'm a traditional ruler, and I know what I go through every month to pay salary to our vigilante people. And this pattern of vigilante came about because the police failed. Gross underfunding and dimensions of inefficiencies of the police made towns and villages to rise up to the challenge and started helping themselves. Because onye ajụrụ ajụ ọ na-ajụ onwe ya. So ebe a ka anyị nọ. So ichi mara ọ bụrụ na ọ chọrọ ka ọ mara ebe nsogbu dị. Oh, you sit down with Ndị Anambra. I know he just came, but the way he's going is not correct. So ka akọwara ya ife na-eme. He's coming, he's a PRO nọ ebe a. Oh, ezigbo nwa Anambra. I interacted with him and I know him very well. So you need to advise our commissioner properly. Obeoluma, Governor Soludo is on top of his game, even though he started this aspect late. I believe in him, certain he's following everything systematically. When you go one, he will go two. So now I believe him now. We are getting to the solution of insecurity in Nigeria. Soon, Anambra will be an oasis of peace and security in Nigeria, the way he's going about it. And the security is organized at the village and town level, the Vigilante, otherwise called Agune Chamber. Before Governor Bia and Mr. Chief Akudo can testify to this, that the towns had taken the challenge on their own. The villages, they organize and raise funds to tackle this problem. But it is on a short-term basis. We need the support of the federal government and the state government in terms of paying salary, training, because so far now, another amazing training. Training kwesiwu na a secluded area, a kind of regimented arrangement, because training may aim at three basic things: to impact knowledge, to change attitude, and to impact discipline. These things are lacking, and that's why we have so many of these problems. Very soon, if this thing continues like this, you will see the excesses of the Agune Chamber will be more than that of the Nigerian police we are talking about. So let all stakeholders put heads together and tackle the problem. It's a drastic problem. It requires drastic solution. It's not about talking and talking. We are tired of talking. Let us, everybody, come together as Ndị Anambra to analyze the problem and look for practicable, pragmatic solution that will work for us. Ndị Anambra ama anyị anara atụ ụjọ. Anyị na-agbadosi mbọ ike. Then on a long-term basis, you see so many problems here and there. There is no way you can build mansions, and then you allow some boys and girls without employment for so many years. Over time, they will have bad influences, apart from peer pressure they are going through. I really weep for our youth, who are the major actors in this evil game of insecurity, exemplified by kidnapping, rape, murder, and so many of them. So we need long-term solutions from social and economic point of view, so that a state where you have everybody fully engaged. You can hardly find many engaging in crimes that will lead to insecurity. All hands must be on deck from to tackle the problem on a long-term basis. If we have, when Solution finishes, by the grace of God, next, so that he can sustain these solutions that he has brought about, you have another person coming after him and sustains it. And we agree in this town hall, every town hall, that these things must be continued. Not that tomorrow another governor comes tonight, he begins to sing another, beat another tune, and he will always have psychopaths that will, be chorusing along. It will not work. I have lived in Europe and other parts of Africa, and I know and have traveled that this arrangement is what sustains a community. Community engagement like we are having now. I quite commend New Central and their sponsors for organizing this town hall meeting. It's a way to go. Let everybody say what he knows about it. You cannot say you want only this group or that group, because insecurity is affecting everybody. From the perspective of human security, nobody is free. You cannot move about from one point to the other. But it's not so in Anambra State. I know that the social media is doing a great havoc about the state of security or insecurity in Anambra. We are happy with what the governor is doing, and we are here to support so that we get to our destination. Security is not a destination, it's a process that you keep working on. Basically, intelligence is very important. And that's what we are doing with the Vigilante, to give them intelligence. And then they give a few of them, and they will be trained, that will be well trained, guns, even if pump action, to be able to defend the community. And the federal government ought to declare a state of emergency. We are hearing what is happening in Benue State, in Edo State, everywhere. Some ethnic groups are not comfortable with what God has given them. They want to go and expand, engaging acts of irredentism and expansionism. These are the things that cause problems. Everybody has been blessed with something. Manage it well, and you will get there. But when there is greed at play, this is what you have. You have murder, kidnapping, and some people are making business with it. So federal government has to address that one, especially probably declare a state of emergency on security and have the will, political will, to do what is needful. We will get there.
Thank you, sir. Because of our time, we're going to speedily rush through, go through these solutions. Okeke Ugochi, I called her earlier before the gentleman came. She's the last person we will take. And then immediately after that, we're going straight to solutions. We're going to call APQ Uzodimma, Head Southeast Regional Office of Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolutions, IPRC, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Federal Secretariat, Oka in Anambra State. He's going to come immediately after this, and then we start to begin to talk about the solutions.
Good afternoon, everybody. Standing on the existing protocol, please, I'll appeal. Let me speak in Igbo. Yes. Prof. It's my husband. Precisely. But the truth, what we are suffering there, I brought in all the IPOP. Nine are so, Bondami. I see now what data when the heat the over. Hana what data I want to boss. I grew at one particular day when 1 week sit at home. Mpotaka, number them potaka and gully him, mono geli. Or sota sulosbu. Mona machine am dying I got. So all these things, each time I full, I'll be make fin. It was safe. I am as my hand chai. I am as a by walk short. You know, Katana Banya or Satasuru. That's all getting a few. You put so quick, hey, stop there. You know, Ebamara mother. Okay, February, man on meet and break then. What I can aquadro now, Abba Mamma, I forget any hala. Kebuzuya, Gamben Nagata, or Gene, I send that code on second Quanda code. Nahana chum mad also. Mboto the little girl or the little boy. Ebe na and the upon a buleja no guzbu, the child would have survived. Man a buleja no guzbu. Or later on, no, and I my name we had a poisonous. And I'm a cousin can no bemo, more tank, na cha pure red or two. Yeah, pure. Oga. A woman on a be a sin. Momento so to a may CPR. More tank. A little girl, Nelelon Mamia, every early in the morning, and Papier Bullock Manele, early in the morning before a J school. That's a more tank, Tolia. Not by. The village had to contribute after the surgery. That's a Christian hospital in Asia. The village had to start contributing. They go nowhere. So, Amaromu, actually, what is our problem? Whether our problem or bunda, I can't just tell. So, the issue there, yen na yozikitabo. Nkizi, ye obo si we be ni si bobo aywa bundinne. Aywa bundinne. Let us kanyalaka zunite umwai. Watakili na go secondary school na enwere akọlụ welu Android phone bata ịnabatia ụmụaya dalarozi ụlọ abalị aga pigide phone chiefo abalị abụlụ ehihie ha ọ bụgo the order of the day. So ka anyị nye aka and I love nchọla etu bụ biko nu na-ekwa n'iwe ọ bụ na enwelu in a family na enwelu 3 or one person is very rich ebe anwa nwere ezigbo ego nwere ike inyere ụmụ nwanne ya aka nyesele ha aka ọrụ na ofu onye kụziele ihe ọ ga-eme ka ọ baala onwe ya uru imecha ya Nnewi na-eme ya afụgo families na-eme ya na Nnewi ofu onye na-eme ọnwa ka o si nweta ego travel ọ kpọrọ ofu nwanne ya na-abụrụ ofu afọ ya o relation onye ahụ ọkụzikweli ya ụzọ onye ahụ esikwa akwa na-enyekwa ndị ọzọ aka nkụzi alụ gị inweta nyelu nwanne gị aka. I believe na isi otu a na-eme ya na each family ihe a na-ebe tata ma ndị na-ebe at least a ga-enweli ka anyị kwụsịrị na nke nọọsọ m ga-abụ eze na family a nọọsọ m ka ga-adị na worship sọ m ka ga-adị na ekene ka anyị na-enye let us be our brothers keeper ka na-enyela onwe anyị aka. I believe that na such thing dey in every family na ihe gbasara insecurity a ga-ebenata. Thank you.
From what she said, she also recounted her experience from the perspective of Asia. So she started by commending the prof who had initially spoken or recounted his own experience from Asia and side of Anambra State as well. So she also lives in that area. And she's actually wondering if exactly our problem for now is the insecurity from the unknown government, the so-called unknown government, or the military who are assigned to wage war against those people. So based on what she just recounted, majority of some of the scampering and the danger alarms and others that have been raised there in recent time that have also caused threats and even led to losses of life, majority of them came or resulted from the military, who are actually meant to be protecting the citizens. So she's actually wondering if those people are there protecting the citizens or carrying out their own illegal assignments and there to even threaten and intimidate people. So from her own suggestion, when as a mother or as a parent, your son or your ward comes back with anything that you don't know where it originates from or its source, question them and don't even ignore them. Also, she suggested that if you are rich or wealthy or well-to-do in any family, try to help as much people as possible, because based on her belief, when people are engaged, especially the youth, insecurity will drastically reduce in Anambra State. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going straight to the solutions. We would still speak to some other people, but we're managing time. And we have the officer from the NDLEA who's been wanting to speak to us. Please, can we come forward, sir?
Yes. The organizers of this program, the Igwes we have here, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Nwanne Chukwunyere, PhD. I'm standing here on behalf of the state commander who is unavoidably absent. So we are here actually to honor this invitation that has been extended to us, to talk about issues that has to do with security generally in Anambra here. Well, as it concerns us being NDLEA, I will have to briefly speak, in that perspective. Well, actually, like I said initially, I'm the Deputy State Commander. We in NDLEA have been trying our level best to make sure that Anambra State in general is very, very much free from drugs. Of course, it is an established fact that there is a nexus between drugs and crime generally. Hardly will you see anybody committing heinous crime. We are here talking about kidnapping, armed robbery, and what have you. Nobody just wake up to start doing all those things. You must have to do certain things that will give you that enablement, to be able to do it. And that is where we're now coming. So we've been trying our best to make sure that, most of these guys that are into all these behaviors, that, we get them arrested. Our mandate is just simply arresting, investigation, and eventual prosecution. That I know we have been doing to the best of our abilities. And we also know that we cannot be able to do this alone. So we've been doing it with, in collaboration with our sister agencies, the police, the army, the navy, the civil defense, the vigilantes. I think that they are also represented here. So we've all been doing it. It has been a collaborative effort, so to say. And not only that too, on the aspect of rehabilitation of those who are also drug-dependent persons, we are also doing that. Maybe, having said what I'm going to say briefly, I would permit the person in charge of that to also briefly come to say something about that, because I've seen the mothers we have here, at least there's need for her to just come in, even if for 1 or 2 minutes, to say, one thing or the other in that regard. So like I said, we are really trying our level best. Within this week alone, we have visited so many places in Anambra here. We've been to Oko, we've been to Nibo, we've been to Ekulobia. Several arrests and seizures have been made. So as I speak to you here, those that we've been able to haul in this week, they are already properly detained, and investigation is, going on for it to determine their level of involvement. So at the end of the day, those we find culpable will be charged to court. So that, in a nutshell, is what we are doing. And I also want to use the opportunity to thank the able governor, Professor Charles Soludo, for the establishment of this new security outfit, Agune Chamber. We can tell you that, you know, the coming into place of this Agune Chamber has actually even helped us in NDLEA to, you know, to do our work. Because most of those areas that we have not been able to, you know, go into, because they are the sons and daughters of the land, you know, so they've been able to help us reach some of those areas and, you know, equally, you know, gotten some of these people also arrested, because when they arrest, they transfer to us. So we are here to, you know, also tell them a big thank you, because they are really doing a lot, and most of the things that they are doing, we are observing it closely. So let me briefly invite my colleague here to come and say one or two things as it concerns the area of rehabilitation. Just 1 or 2 minutes, please. Let her just say something. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Please permit me to continue standing on the existing protocol. My name is Mrs. Sonyema, the Principal Staff Officer in charge of training, and for now in charge of sensitization in the state. In continuation with my boss just said, we're looking at solutions right now. So I want to talk about what my commander initiated in this state, which is called Community Drug Control Committee. Ihe pụtara na the communities have to be part of this fight against drug abuse, because my boss rightly said that crime in a committee in the community now, most of them, like 99% of them, they stem from drug abuse. So the community have to be part of this. And how would they be? We want to form this committee in every community in the state. We have already done that in some communities that have keyed in. And for the communities who have done this, inaugurated these committees in, the results we are getting from them is awesome. What is it? We come and inaugurate this committee in your community. Ndi gabu members of this committee gabu members of the community. The PG gabu part of it. The Igwe gabu part of it. Maybe the Igwe will be the leader of that committee. Every security member in that community will be part. Like Obuna Enwe police station there, the police will bring a representative. The civil defense, the chief security of the community, the vigilante, Hanchagabu community, Oru Hagabo, Makanandi Nele Drogano, members of our community, Ndinabro members of our community have been our community. We know them. And the only way we can do this is by you can decide and not naturally these people in your community. If you decide that you don't want these people in your community, then tell us. You can announce, Nandi Nele this drug, please vacate our community or look for another business to do. Then within this period, any other person that does this from now onwards will be handed over to NDLA. We are ready to cooperate with you. And they are down there telling me to round up. So I want to please beg all of us here. Ndi not among us. Invite NDLA to come and inaugurate this committee in your communities. Let us be part of this. Because the way things are going, in the next 10 years, all we can in a community, you may not find no more umokorobe no more 10 instances okay. Bikono, let us put hands together. Every second, they sit down to think, what more can I do to destroy myself? Are we going to allow our children to do that? Most of them are not outsiders. They are our children, members of our community. So please, we are begging you, help us to serve you. Help us to do this work. We can't do it. Most of us are not even from Anambra State. Most of us are sent here to do the work. And we can only succeed with your assistance, with your help, with your collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I don't think we need to interpret what she has said. All of us even understand it. Even if you don't speak understand Igbo, you understand what she's saying. We are seeking solutions. We are moving forward. I would also like to call APQ Uzodima, who's the head of Southeast Regional Office of Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution, IPCR, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Federal Secretariat in Oka here.
Okay. Ndị igwe ekene unu. Ekene m onye ọbụla, ndị nne ekene unu. My colleagues ekene unu. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay. I just want to make it brief on the solution, the way forward. And I will just mention the one that has not been mentioned, because almost every other part has been mentioned. So the one that has not been mentioned here is the one I'm going to mention. I want to mention on the issue of farmers' headers. Farmers' headers is a very protracted conflict around us, and everybody's aware of all the killings and everything happening. So now, I'm happy to hear from the Commissioner of Police. The Commissioner of Police has said what he said. It is not because he doesn't want to bring a solution, but because most of security agencies, the system we have, everybody's hands, all their hands are tied. Everyone's hand is tied. And what has tied it? So for us to bring a solution, we have to go to where the hands are tied and then bring it down. Yes, and untie it. So this thing, most people may not have opportunity to read it or to hear from there. So I want to mention that ECOWAS protocols, where we belong in ECOWAS, that Nigeria belongs to ECOWAS, and this ECOWAS today, the chairman is our president, President Tinubu. So my solution here is that we take opportunity now that the chairman is a Nigerian, and then leverage on that position and begin to bring a review of ECOWAS protocols on transhumance. And most people will ask, what is transhumance? Transhumance means movement of livestock, human beings. That movement is called transhumance. And ECOWAS, in a free hand, that livestock in Africa, in ECOWAS soil, so as long as they have the freedom to moving up and down, moving to anywhere they like, without restrictions, there is nothing anybody can do. So it is, for Institute for Peace, all we do is to ensure that there is peace. So if it is possible, if it is reviewed so that the government of Nigeria that has provided solution of colony, reserving animals in one settlement so that they don't move around, that it can be adhered to. So I want to say that the ECOWAS protocol on transhumance, adopted in 1998, regulates the movement of livestock and herders across borders in West Africa, aiming to facilitate free movement and improve livestock productivity. Member states must allow passage. So this passage now, the problem. So so the legislatures can also talk about it. So that is another solution, so that the police themselves and other security agencies will be able to do it better. Then the other one is the issue of this in Anambra State now, the Agune chamber. It is a very good thing. That's a very commendable thing that the governor has initiated. But somehow, there are issues associated to it. We also have some complaints around us about how people are frightened about those people that are Agune chamber, how they cover their faces, how people are afraid of them, and how they shoot indiscriminately. We have the issue of Newi, who was happened the other week. We have at Mbako here. So those records of casual extrajudicial killings need to be taken into cognizance, and then the governor has to, because now they said they have a team that will work on them. So if it's possible, let them find a way of not closing their faces, because even the police that works for us, they don't close their faces. So people are afraid of them. So I want to say that the issue of unknown gunmen is already taken care of, but for it not to go down, that we need to ensure that our people in the local community continue to work together and then help the police to do their own work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man. We're gradually coming to the end of our program. I want to call a gentleman who was here. He was the first person to arrive here. His name is Collins, and he's been saying that he wants to speak. I'll give him 2 minutes, please, Collins. He was the very first person to come in. But immediately after Collins, I would also like to call Igwe, His Royal Majesty, Igwe Bennett Izuchukwu Emeka, the Okebo II from Umweri community in Anambra. He will come immediately after that.
Good afternoon, everybody. Because His Royal Majesty Igwe Okebo is our grand patron Atwan. Even you can have a very bad experience in this year. Though it started from last year anyway. And making when you see the police nearby, represented by the police PRO. Anyway, let me explain myself. If I'm calling Sanguno, be boy Nise. Then I'm the zonal chairman, Atwan. Atwan was Association of Taxi Operators, Anambra State. I am Association of Taxi Operators, Anambra State. I am taxi and cab services. Sometime last year, the second week of December, two persons approached him on my stand. The fact you so I make it order, but I want to do to ask the motor pelumpe. Na a bigger vehicle. So we motor on our Kunkembo Siena, Fasika use all the Siena. So finally they went with the Siena man, not knowing that all chims or Nazomoga, Fashka, the fireman Buzin Kamoa. So what knows on the those people when all the guy motier. Melwa is about 10 years away. So to cut it short, the capital is second na February, early February. I don't na bema bom na Cambodia mother Saba do total wise ready. So not knowing on the SAS BF1, I'm trying to cut it short. So I presume that bulum jebe SAS okozo. Sino more plan with those people jebe the boy. Before I'm only friend oku koba for I want to have matter on a SAS okozo. I spent a lot of money. In case we take US so that the relevant authorities work as on your okay, make it a wage then down one out that boy moto. Fajilo Ojo na Enugu State. So wage the fair bound. But then the Sasa West no more get with ego, AJ parade DM, Kamama, Msuman and Dine so. Number with 1 million naira. Say for what? Watch all on reports with this matter question with ego. At the end of the day, for force, you didn't with the and for boom there. The police are about 2 MLOC. It's better that I bring the money so that we go there. So my wife came, we went and borrowed money. They borrowed money from somewhere and gave them, finally, here is how 300,000 each way, Jenugu. And when if I would tell them that done a Jenugu, instead of a higher motor has no age, that's money where they use my car. Bulon Wajabenugu. Okay, low parade, that's not that they have here. Kafa from first, the Hamaro Nyambo. Nifa Zomu Bonaga from one abane. No mutum Kafakali well. So after that, that we will not talk about Tokus. Much never when I come to Shanhaga Rapon Kanaba. First time I will talk 1 million naira each way myself. And I'm there for almost 2 weeks again. Before I will be along with 350,000 naira. So if I'm the West, I'm a quick for and they security. In the police, some of them are always ball, some of them are it's a cause problem to if I na phone over there now. So I'm the Commissioner of Police. Now you're because any the may go and alum back. About would they just leave Jenna where phone I come to China this case. Let them give me my money back. Let's go spend the about one camp waffle and about 5,000 every day, but 750,000 naira for an infant mirror. So they wouldn't know what's the mark Salia and the Quaseno Makia, for your mark, any may go my bag. Or you're not my for ball taxi, or the easy, operate a child to manage your life. Or I'm not put for no reason because I can acquire mono.
Thank you so much, Mr. Collins. While we will not be able to, to take his reaction from there, I know that the PRO is here, and some of these matters, we will not be able to attend to them live here, but the PRO is here to attend to them. We would like to call Igwe to please come forward.
Thank you very much. Ekene muno. Oge nchọbụla ikwu okwu when I had wanted to speak was when the CP spoke about traditional rulers and some community leaders collecting money from the Fulani headsmen. I wanted to react immediately, but this young man stopped me. That notwithstanding, I want to tell us that these Fulanis, they don't consult anybody before entering our communities. These people know our bushes better than we, the owners of the community. Because in the Anambra, we live in the town. But these people in the night, they crisscross all our bushes and all our communities. Anywhere they see bush, very thick bush that people are not living there, they settle there. That's what they really do. And when they start committing these atrocities, you will not think that maybe the community leaders knew about their staying. I'll take my village as an example. They've been giving us problem. They've been giving us wahala here and there. And when they brought the matter to the palace for me to treat, the first question I asked, who authorized you to stay there? And they will tell you, nobody authorized them. So if nobody asks you to come into it, I ask them, because I live in the north for 17 years. I ask them, if I come to your place in the north, will I just enter into your community and start grazing or start living in the bush? If you want to live in my community, come to the town, hire a house, rent a house, and paying rent to the owners of the house. But they won't do it. So having said that, I want to refute that allegation, general accusation made by the CP. It is not the community leader. They don't give any money to anybody. Having said that, I want to bring the solution. The solution to most of this herdsmen crisis with the community is that the police always handle their matters with kid gloves. They handle these matters of Fulani herdsmen with kid gloves. I can't remember or recollect any Fulani herdsman or man that you took to police and tomorrow you hear that he's in the court. They have never prosecuted anybody. I've never seen them prosecute anybody. When they descend them today, maybe as soon as you left, the man will also go his way. Because the next day you see him inside the town. There's a law in Anambra that bans the movement of cow in our streets. But today you still see them. If you are traveling to Onitsha by the express, you will see a large cow going the same road with the vehicles. Cars, we have to stop for cow to pass before the car can pass. So if we want to have a solution to this herdsmen crisis, let the police begin to do their work. If the law that Anambra State government made, let them start implementing it, one. Then if they enter my farm and I'm able to catch any of them and bring them to police, let the police prosecute them. Tomorrow you won't see them enter somebody's farm because they are causing a lot of havoc. They go to your farm, destroy the entire farm. That you plant cassava, yam, they eat up everything that is in the farm and leave you in hunger. That's my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Igwe. Igwe, let me apologize. I didn't stop you. I would like to call the managing director and editor-in-chief of News Central Television, who spoke here earlier, to come and give us, his own remark here while we're here. Igwe, I would like to apologize. I did not intentionally stop you. The CP had to speak, and we had.
We have practically no more time left, but this is a town hall. We can't invite you here and you feel like we stifled your voice. Please, Mr. Ibeneme, right? Okay. So we'll give you 60 seconds. Let's have, please. Okay.
Anambra Kenemono. I want to start on the existing protocol. Ngaso Igbo na-eweli mana ngetinyekwa Igbo. Igwe Ekenemono.
I'm still on this protocol. Thank you. Afamubo Ibeneme Francisco Obinna. I'm Deputy Commander, Vigilante Group of Nigeria, Anambra State Command. I am Federal Vigilante. We work with the police. We work with other security agencies. What I want to say here, like I have been raising my hand, we are repeating the same complaint. Solution. What is the solution? Let us leave police out of it. It's between me and you. We are the solution. If we want solution, we are the solution. Give us the solution. Mr. Governor is trying in his own part. He will not say something and come down and do it. He has retinue of people working with him that should enforce all those things, all those laws. Now, asking we have Anambra State have a law on cattle rearing, cattle movement. The governor will not come and enforce it. It is somebody that should remind the police, or write the police, or even inform around the Agune chamber, because I learned sometime that they started to look for what the work did not give them, somebody that is not dressed properly, the work that was not given to them. This is part of the work. Somebody should send a memo to governor to remind him of that. They have to inform the police. Police will not wake up and start doing anything. When we are complaining, like I for myself and the group I represent, we have our membership in every community in Anambra State. I am proud to say that. But our people are not recognized. They call us common vigilante. They will go for trainings, police college and everywhere. Yes. The governor, through his advisors, set up this Agune Chamber team. All these excesses we are seeing, some of the boys did not go for trainings. There are things you don't come out to do or say once you are on uniform. They just behave anyhow. But I still commend them on what they have done so far. Even if with their shortcomings, what they did is very wonderful. Even with their shortcomings, what they did is very wonderful. But again, the problem lies with me and you. We are too loud. We are too loud. You have a brother, a sibling, who cannot afford 1 cup of rice in his house. But you go to the church to donate 100 bags of rice. You want to give somebody something, you carry the press to come and cover you where you are giving that person. You have always trampled on that person's ego. How do you want that person to talk tomorrow? That is the problem we are having. There are security discussions, we don't say it on air. We don't discuss it on air. If you have a shortcoming with the police is accessible to anybody. But our people, we know they agree, go report. Our sister came here and told us what happened, but she did not go to the police station. They ask you, go to the nearest police station. An incident, then you can go. Hello, 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 hello. Please, please, please. 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Please go there first and report. Please. Don't worry. Please. Please. The most important thing we have to do is the director of DSS said something, which I know people who have had it sometime early this year, when he said that the communities to sit up and guide themselves.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Which one is working? Thank you. Thank you. I can't hear. Hello? Hello? Is this working? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there is... Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much. If I can have the audience for just 1 minute. We have to wrap up now, but I can't do that without doing that which I had committed to. The Commissioner of Police said he has to go, and he wanted his PRO to come with him because they've got an assignment that they're going to do. I don't know whether it's with the AIG or something like that. And I said, please, I will give him 60 seconds at the end. And that's why the police PRO in Anambra State had been permitted by the Commissioner of Police to stay behind. He has a very important state assignment with the Commissioner of Police. So I'll give you the last 60 seconds of our broadcast, and my own will just say thank you and bye-bye. So please, Tochukwu Ikenga, just 60 seconds because we have to go. We're out of time completely.
Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone, the traditional rulers and the stakeholders that are here. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol once more again. I spoke before, but I didn't introduce myself. Now I am here on the capacity of the Commissioner of Police to speak. I just have 60 seconds to speak, right? Okay.
40 seconds.
Okay, 40. My name is SP Ikioye Orutugu, the Police Public Relations Officer, Anambra State Police Command. Let me start by saying that the way we are reacting to this town hall meeting is expected, and I am encouraged with your outbursts. Because if you don't do this, it will not show that we all are committed to the yearnings and holding, especially not only police, but the security agencies accountable for what they do. Having said that, let me also say that we are not there yet, but that doesn't mean we are where we used to be. We are progressive-minded institution, not only police. We have taken notes of most of your comments and reaction, and believe you me, the outcome of this town hall meeting will make sure that we extend some of your reactions and comments to where it will get proper attention. And on behalf of Anambra State Police Command, I must tell you that we are very, very committed to make sure that the security that we are currently enjoying now is improved, and we will make it more stable. Recently, we just launched an operation, Operation Udogachi, Zero Kidnapping. If you watch that name, Udogachi, you believe me that it is an ideology of the Anambra. What I mean by ideology, in the sense that Udogachi simply means peace must reign. And in that peace must reign, all the security agencies have keyed into this to make sure that we stabilize security in Anambra. Thank you very much.
A big round of applause for the police PRO. So on that note, I want to thank you, everybody that has showed up here. We have some professors, we have some eminent personalities, amazing mothers and sisters in this beautiful outfit. I want the camera to capture them individually and show them to the world how beautiful Indigo women are. Thank you very much. Sorry? So, ladies and gentlemen, all of them that have showed up, we say thank you. If I got it wrong, please permit me to just stay wrong on this occasion. But thank you so much for coming. Let me do this one more time. Everywhere we have been, from Lagos to Plateau States to Kano, here as well, and other places, even all the way to Nigerians in diaspora in New York last year, we said to all Nigerians this one message: Nigeria will only get better if every single one of us will choose to not be silent about our problems. And that is why News Central is that one platform that we keep reiterating and repeating 1,000,000 times plus one, saying that you cannot be silent. I am not a pastor, but pastors, when you go to church, will tell you a silent voice is a silent destiny. You achieve nothing by being silent. Our nation is in turmoil at the moment. There are problems everywhere. I just finished having a conversation within the last 5-10 minutes before I came on here, speaking to some people in Plateau State, the number of lives they have lost. It's unbelievable. There should be a state of emergency in the entire nation so that we find a solution, not one where anybody is removed from office, but one where we say we have a major issue and challenge to do with our security in the nation. And there is nowhere, as they often say, that you will go to and discover that the people who are causing this mayhem and wreaking havoc and destroying lives and properties, they are not ghosts. They're human beings with flesh and blood. And if they are attacked with the same venom with which they are attacking others, they too will die. There is no immortal being in our societies that is killing us and we cannot kill them. But nobody is asking for violence. All we're saying is we have to speak consistently to the people that we have put in position of power and authority to govern over us. We have to speak to them. If they are deaf, we will shout loud enough or find the people that know how to speak to them, but we have to speak first. So again, there's a commitment from News Central Television. We are on channel 422 on DSTV. We are on channel 23 on GoTV. We're on Star Times, we're on YouTube, we're on all the digital platforms, streaming and broadcasting 24/7 without fail by the grace of God. And all we are asking you to do, 1, watch, and then 2, please don't be silent. We are always promoting numbers and email addresses and others that we're saying, share your experience with us. As long as we choose to not be silent, we're sure that even the deaf at some point will hear us. Thank you ever so much. We love the people of the Southeast. We love all Nigerians. And as we often say, I don't mean to turn my back on you, but I need you to see that we care about Africa because this continent is ours. If Africa prosper, Nigeria will prosper. All the people of the Southeast will prosper. All the people of Anambra will prosper. And by the grace of God, we will prosper. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are way past time. I would have loved to take there other people who would have loved to speak, but we are way past time and we can't take anybody else again. We would love to say thank you to everybody who has taken their time to join us. My name again is Bernard Akede, lead correspondent, News Central. On behalf of the entire cast and crew of News Central Television from Lagos to other parts of the country, we say thank you for coming and we say God bless the good people of Anambra State and thank you again as you leave. Thank you very much.